Hello everyone, Johnny Thunder, EAS&Weather here with your fire weather outlook for day 2. We have a critical risk for fire spread tomorrow, encompassing far east central Nevada, most of Utah, and far northwestern Arizona. Alright? States in the critical fire risk tomorrow include St. George, Utah, Cedar City, Utah, Washington, Utah, Hurricane, Utah, and Price, Utah. Okay? There is an elevated risk for fire spread tomorrow, encompassing east, central, and southeastern Nevada, northern Arizona, far northwestern New Mexico, northern and eastern Utah, much of Colorado, most of Wyoming, southeastern Idaho, and far southwestern Montana. Alright, and tomorrow there is a chance for isolated dry thunderstorms across east central Arizona and west central New Mexico. Dry thunderstorms are pretty much thunderstorms without any form of precipitation, okay? Because there's dry air involved. Whenever there's dry air, if you have a thunderstorm in a dry air mass, there will be thunder and lightning, but no precipitation because the precipitation is evaporating before reaching the ground. Henceforth, a dry thunderstorm. And whenever you have a dry thunderstorm, it can actually lead to a wildfire if there's a lightning strike, especially if the ground is too dry. Okay, dry thunderstorms can ignite wildfires if there's lightning involved, which there is. Henceforth, dry thunderstorms. Okay, again, dry thunderstorms. There can be a fire resulting from lightning. More specifically, if the ground is dry, which it is in this area here. So there could also be some fires here too within this brown shaded area from lightning. Alright? So anyway, so moving to the summary or discussion, whatever you want to call it. Critical fire weather area for southern and central Utah and far northern Arizona. An area delineating potential for isolated dry thunderstorms has been added for portions of northeast Arizona and northwest New Mexico. 12 ZCAM guidance suggests at least some potential for isolated thunderstorms across this region. The highlight area has been confined to areas where fuels appear at least marginally receptive to dry lightning ignitions. Minor expansions were made along the eastern periphery of the elevated area into portions of eastern Wyoming and north central Colorado. Elsewhere, the previous forecast appears to be on track. See the discussion for more details. Alright, so I'm going to read the synopsis. Broad mid-level troughing will persist across the northwest and intermountain west, while an expansive mid-level anticyclone builds over the southwest and southern and central Rockies, Great Basin into the central and northern Rockies. Between the expansive mid-level anticyclone and broad mid-level troughing, a belt of enhanced deep layer west-southwesterly flow will persist across the Great Basin into the northern and central Rockies. Diurnal heating amid a dry antecedent dry air mass will yield a deeply mixed boundary layer, single digit to lower teens relative humidity, or RH for short. These dry conditions, combined with 15 to 20 mile per hour sustained west-southwesterly surface winds, will lead to widespread elevated fire weather conditions with critical conditions expected over southern and central Utah and the northern Arizona, where the overlap of strong winds and low relative humidity atop receptive fuels will be maximized. So, anyway, that's your day 2 fire weather outlook. So, stay safe in these affected areas tomorrow in these areas. Okay. Please avoid outdoor burning in these areas. okay? Please avoid outdoor burning, because it only takes one little spark to set a fire, especially if the ground is dry, which it is. So again, one little spark, and you're gonna have a fire ignite, okay? So again, avoid outdoor burning. For the few people who smoke, please dispose your cigarettes properly. Alright? Do not throw cigarettes on the ground, even if they're not lit. Do not throw cigarettes, lit or not lit, on the ground, because that can cause a fire. Alright? Because one, that's littering. Two, it can cause a fire. And also, before you throw your cigarette away properly, make sure it's out then too, because otherwise you'll start a fire there too. So, anyway, stay safe in these areas, and I will go over all of this again tomorrow morning. Take care.